Hey everyone, Sean Dawson here from Julie Harris Realty with your January 2022 update. Happy New Year and welcome back. I hope that you and your family had a fantastic Christmas and New Year holiday break. We are back full-fledged into real estate mode now and ready to welcome in the new year. Now, of course, on a monthly basis, I generally talk about the Corelogic monthly indices, and so I still am going to mention that very quickly right now. I don't have the figures on hand right now, but I have had a quick look at them today. I'm going to flash them up on the screen, but nothing strong to report about that's been much different from the last 7 to 8 months anyway. So in Brisbane, where we are most concerned, upward trends in every market that the Corelogic tracks, and a couple of new downward trends in Melbourne, but when you consider the things that they've had to face in the last 6 months and then Christmas and all those kind of things, perhaps it's not too much of a surprise. But generally speaking, strong results throughout the country, nothing new really. What I wanted to talk about very quickly, and what's something that's probably very prudent to be aware of, is that the market that I'm active in, and then generally speaking the market that probably most of my database is within as well, is what should be considered the inner city Brisbane market. So what I would consider anywhere north maybe of Underwood and 8 Mile Plains all the way up to the CBD, and then anywhere north of the CBD probably out to Arana Hills, something like that. And so while that's a very kind of specific area in Brisbane, it's not the greater Brisbane area, and the closer to the city you get, generally speaking, the higher the value of the properties and the higher the growth rates are going to be. And so while I report on a monthly basis via Corelogic of the monthly trends for Greater Brisbane, I think it's very important to be aware that this inner city market is experiencing much stronger growth than that. And I've witnessed that in a few circumstances, obviously in properties that I've been selling, also properties that I'm observing with other agents, and then being a buyer at the moment, obviously a lot of the properties that I'm actually looking at too in buying mode, a lot of them are selling for considerable amounts more than they would have 8 to 9 months ago, even a year ago. A great example of that is this recent townhouse that I've sold, 17/105 Richmond Road in Morningside. Now, this is a townhouse I didn't even get a chance to talk about last month because we listed it and sold it so quick. But, very well kept, but small, little 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, single car garage townhouse in a good, quiet little complex on a Battle Axe block away from Richmond Road. Sold in the first weekend to a cash buyer for $600,000. Now, this sale represents close to a 25% premium on the most recent sale of a very similar townhouse in the same complex early 2021. That property sold for $475,000 about 8 months ago, and when you do the math, that's just over 25% increase. And I've witnessed similar figures occurring for other properties I've sold and other properties I've been looking at as a buyer as well. So while I report on that Greater Brisbane monthly indices value increase or decrease, it's important to be aware that the inner city market, where most of us are based, is probably experiencing quite a bit more growth. So if you're considering the sale of your property this year, maybe it's time to give me a call and have a chat, and we can start talking about what you need to do to get that lined up. The market is tipped to continue growth for this year, but how strong that growth is, nobody really knows. I think 18 months ago, all of your pundits were tipping that we were going to see 20% decrease across the country, and here we are seeing well above that. And so nobody really knows. But if you want to have a chat, please give me a call. You get to work with an agent that works his butt off to get the job done. And in this market, when you've got so many buyers and such a lack of property, you really will be able to achieve the best price possible, which might go on to fund your nest egg. It might go on to help you buy your next home. If you'd like to have a chat about that, please give me a call. You can reach me on 0407 149 757. But I'll leave it at that. Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to 2022.